Here's my review of Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 7. I thought this was a pretty solid episode. I don't think that it's amazing, but it was good. I think that this season in this episode in particular, has done a good job at making Heather an interesting character. As Heather Glenn is called in, because obviously she is a therapist, to do a psych evaluation on Karen, who is being processed for what happened at the end of Episode 6. And I loved how they kind of went more into Karen's backstory. We already knew if you watch the original series, like they talked about the death of her brother in that episode of season 3. I believe that was season 3, episode 10. And it's just cool to see the acknowledgement of the Netflix show. And like I said all the time, it's like the original show is now canon now, but people act like it's still not. I don't get it. And it's so obvious that they're setting up Heather Glenn to be the new Muse. I mean, there he is. And I will say, I'm very excited to see that, because I have said many times, I think just in all my reviews, and I've been saying this for a while, I'm just getting sick of Kingpin. I think that him as a villain is just getting so repetitive, and I want something new. So I'm like, Heather as a new Muse seems kind of weird, but I'm kind of digging how they're going about it. And also everything that's going on with Daniel. Like I said, this episode, and this season as a whole, has done a good job at making characters that I didn't care about in season 1 me actually caring about, and him clearly caring about BB is interesting. And I like that, and it makes what happens to him later on in the episode even that much more kind of like sad. But like I said, what really makes this episode compelling is just the whole trial of Karen. I think that the whole opening scene is great. It's great to see Brett Mahoney back. He was great. It's just a solid episode, and I think that the courtroom drama here is pretty good. I mean, Daredevil is a show that's known for its courtroom drama, and I think here it's pretty good as well. And the case here is fascinating. I mean, I like how Kirsten McDuffie challenges Fisk's AVTF task force. I like how he kind of calls them out and how she calls them out. And it's just some compelling stuff. Like I said, not a great episode, but I think it's a solid episode. And I think that there was a really good ending scene with Matt in church. A really great prayer scene. And us obviously seeing Jessica Jones again. And I'm excited to see how the finale goes. I will say, though, I am kind of worried, like it happens with a lot of Marvel shows, sometimes the finale feels rushed, because I like the fact that there's only one episode left of this season. I mean, we got the Punisher special coming like a week after next week's episode, and it's even listed like kind of as one of the episodes, but it's not. It's like its own thing. So I'm sure they're going to wrap up this storyline in this next episode. It just kind of worries me that they're not going to be able to do it right. But as an episode as a whole, I enjoyed it. It's not great, I don't think, but like I said, it's solid. I think that Matt in church is a great scene. I think that, like I said, they actually made Heather a compelling character, and I am actually really excited to see her in season 3. Overall, it is a pretty solid episode, and I mean, with the way it ends also with like spoilers, what happens to Daniel and him dying. Like, that's fascinating. So overall, it's a solid episode, but I will say, like I said, it's just the stuff itself with like Kingpin and Daredevil is what I'm getting sick of. But I think that this episode, with it being mainly more focused around just the court and then stuff with Daniel, was pretty solid.